Hello, wonderful people, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. We are here in Ratsatan. We can finally attune to the Eve Rite, which I'm very happy about. And yeah, let's see. Oh yeah, they wanted us to go back to the Crystarium and ask Elidibus about Elpis. So yeah, let's go do that, I guess. Take this, Laura, my spirit vessel. Empty now, of course, but it should allow you to operate the tower systems in the umbilicus. If even the smallest fragment of Elidibus' essence remains, it should be possible to locate it. As for access to the umbilicus, pray seek out Lena for assistance. Chances are she still stands watch at the Ancestor Gate. Ascensor Gate, I don't know. Should she or anyone else ask after me, tell them I'm living my life to the fullest, that I'm happy, hardships and all. Well, we had best be on our respective ways. God's willing, we will see each other again ere long. Let's go. Alrighty, we made it back. I did my job quests real quick and they just kept coming and coming and coming. It was insane. I also leveled up in the meantime and everything, like, it's insane. But yeah, we finally made it to Lena. Let's see. Nura, you are returned. Yes, I am. Have you been well, you and the others? As well as can be, with no shortage of troubles, but we're well enough. Guess this. And things are much the same for you as they were here. My lord is doubtless enjoying himself. He said this to you, these exact words? Oh, to know that he is happy, it fills my heart with joy. Thank you, Laura, for taking care of him. When next you see him, please tell him not to overexert himself. Futile a request though it is. And tell him that all is well here. The peace you gifted us continues and we work hard to build new lives for ourselves. That's nice. In the course of this, we occasionally bicker, but we've never been more optimistic for tomorrow. If I had to mention one dilemma, it would be the question of our governance. Even as we speak, debate rages on over how we should run the city in the Exarch's absence. Most are of the mind that the Settlement Council should continue to oversee the general running of the Crystarium, while representatives are elected to determine policy and handle diplomacy. Thus far nothing is set in stone, but however we choose to proceed, we will not replace our lord. No one could. Have you recently observed any unusual phenomena? No, I cannot say there have been. Curious that you should ask me this question, though. Some days ago, Reen came and asked the very same. She was rather unsettled in stark contrast to how cheerful she has been of late. You can sense it. Reen has been dedicating herself to the restoration of the empty, you see. Though it will take many long years, the goal seems to have given her a newfound sense of purpose and fulfillment. So when I saw her in a state of such worry, I couldn't help but feel worried in turn, especially since she wouldn't tell me what troubled her. I dare say she would be more willing to confide in you. May I ask you to broach the subject with her? Now I have to look for Reen. You wish to enter the umbilicus? Very well, I shall fetch the key at once and take the opportunity to find Reen. Please wait for me in the city, in front of the Cabinet of Curiosity, shall we say. I will be along as soon as I can. Sounds good. Alrighty, let's go. Alrighty, the following event cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending duty fund registrations. Uh-oh. What am I gonna do if I can't skip everything? That was probably torture for me in my first playthrough. I was like, then I'm gonna go. Wait, then I should probably remember this if I can skip it. I was probably confused as hell. Do my old eyes deceive? Is that truly Nora? Hmm. Oh, hello. It is. So glad am I to see you. Hail and whole, my friend. What a wonderful surprise it is to have you back with us, and at this most opportune time. In case you haven't heard, we are planning to produce a tome chronicling events from the Flood to the Knight's return. For this project, we intend to draw upon records kept by the world's peoples. Historical and contemporary first-hand accounts will be the centerpiece of the tome, but yours would be the one to crown them all. Nice. I've been asked to contribute a chapter on the soul, a subject that is key to understanding much of your endeavors. In the course of developing the spirit vessel, I gained valuable insights into travel beyond the rift, knowledge that will allow me to attest to your existence and deeds. Nice. And why can't I skip that, by the way? There's no end to the questions I would ask you, but if you could indulge me just one for now. I could not read that. Among them, who offered you the greatest struggle? Among who I skipped it by accident. Oh no. I guess probably Primals. Titania driven mad by light and loneliness, Warfrey and his misguided self-righteousness, Hades who bore the burden of his people. This may come as a surprise, but... What? This may come as a surprise. I mean, I would say out of those... I mean, Titania wasn't too bad. I don't know. I mean, I want to say Hades, who bore the burden of his people. You know, pay him some respect. Yes, Hades. He who sought to resurrect his ancient brethren. He was the final obstacle in your quest to restore the night. Your battle in the depths of the tempest, the stuff of epics. Yet compelling as it is, I worry that mere words wouldn't do justice to that fateful confrontation. You want me to reenact it, or what? Not that we would think to omit it entirely, of course. No, at the very least, we will impress upon readers that it was the climax of your hero's journey. I know you'd love to talk her ear off, Morin, but we really should be on our way. Those documents from Yulmore won't collect themselves. Of course, and afterwards would you care to join me for tea? I was hoping you might clarify a few points in your treatise. Till next time then, to tell the others to look after themselves. Oh, our overzealous friend in particular, remind him not to overexert himself, again and again, till his ears fall off. If that's what it takes for him to take it to heart. Okay, bye! Is that the Warrior of Darkness? Hell yeah. It's my daughter! I missed you! Oh, my sweet baby. It's her, it's really her. What are you doing here? Oh, my baby. If you're going to bed, I can give you some medicine. I made it myself. Oh, I'm so proud of you. Best not, Ricky. You'd only give her stomachache. Nah, I'm fine. You come to see Morin to get his advice. Oh, look at her! She's just perfect. One of the guard finally agreed to teach us how to fight, but first we need to choose a fighting style. Well, I know what I want to be. That I want to be a mage. Arkhill isn't sure. Well, be a warrior, man. Magic isn't really my thing, so I was thinking of taking up the axe or the sword, or maybe the bow. They all seem alright, but it's hard to decide, so I thought I'd ask Morin. He knows about lots of things. But if you want to be like the Warrior of Light, and or darkness, you know. We're both warriors, so pick up an axe. Ah, look at my girl. He isn't here? Aww. Uh-oh, why didn't you have the Warrior of Darkness choose for you? What do you think suits Arkil best? Axe, sword, or bow? To be honest, he strikes me as a bow kind of guy. For smiting your opponent, the axe. For protecting your friends, the sword. For fighting and hunting both, the bow. Oh, actually, for protecting your friends, that sounds sweet. But he strikes me as an archer, though. Actually, he could also be a paladin. Yeah, I'll say sword for protecting your friends. The sword. If you took up the sword, you could be just like Brandon, the Warrior of Light. I love that tale. Let's borrow the book today. It's really popular, though. I hope it's still there. Thanks for helping me decide Warrior of Darkness. I'll start with that style and maybe try something else later on. And when I get really strong, I hope to have a bout with you. Yo, that would be so cool, though, if, like, at some point, you know, we will come back and then they're all grown up. Like, that would be so cool. Like, in general, if, like, people would age over time. You know? Put in a time skip or something. Oh, but then again, time here flows very differently, right? Means you have to wait for so long. No. Such fun as she's been having, basking in the adoration of musty old bookworms and wide-eyed younglings. But does she spare a thought for me? Of course not. Who's jealous? I waited and waited and waited, but she won't so much as acknowledge the presence of her beautiful branch, even though they're right here. Such a heartless thing our sapling is, cold and cruel and heartless. Well, I guess I know who it is now. Feol. I need you. Oh, faithful Feol, loveliest of branches, I have missed you. Don't you have more important things to do, your majesty? If you truly miss me, you should have cried for me at the top of your lungs the instant you arrived. To make up for it, you will come with twice the passion next time. Though for there to be a next time, you've some few struggles to overcome. So, my adorable sapling, the world is on the verge of destruction, is it? How do I know this? I joined as we are, spying on you is as simple as sliding down the back of a rainbow. Would that I could aid you in your quest, but the fate of we Feyfolk is bound to that of the star. Where it goes, so too do we follow. Such is our way. The most I could do for you is spare you the pain by gifting you the sweetest of eternal dreams. But if escape's not to your liking, then you must struggle with your fellow mortals. Ah, but here are the ones you were waiting for. I wonder what manner of conclusion awaits at tale's end. I'm so glad we could not skip that. I mean, I'm happy to have seen my daughter. My apologies for the delay. Alright, so wonderful to see you again. Yeah. You doubtless have much catching up to do, so I shall leave you to it. I've taken the liberty of unlocking the umbilicals, and you may enter at your leisure. I'm relieved to hear that everyone is well. I've had this feeling like a pit in my stomach, and I was afraid that something might have happened. Maybe I'm overthinking things, but it's just that And the Oracle of Light, but I've never spoken with Heidelin, never once heard her call. Even so, I've always had this feeling deep inside me, a connection to something immense. These past few days, though, that connection has wavered, as if that immense something was distant and close and distant again. And then the other night, I was jolted awake by the feeling it had been completely severed. Wanting some fresh air, I went to open the window, and to my horror, the sky was ablaze, like during the star shower. But then I blinked and everything was normal. The next day, no one said a thing, no one else had seen what I had seen. As far as I could tell, nothing was out of the ordinary. I began to wonder if it was a figment of a half-remembered dream. Nora, what are you not telling me? I have to know, please. It doesn't matter how terrible it is. But I would just go see Elidibus real quick. It was my imagination then. The doom we witnessed on Amurot has come again. I can't believe it. Like I told you before, all is well here in the first, so don't worry about us, please. Look only to the threat before you. We're fine right now, and even if we weren't, we've learned how to survive. Should the final days reach us here as well, you may be assured we won't go quietly. That's good. Let's go see Elidibus then. No, we'll hold on until you can find a way to save all our worlds. So long as you continue your fight, so too will we, united in purpose beneath a blazing sky. Hope upon a flower. Cute. You're headed to the Umbilicus to consult with Elidibus, right? I'll do some consulting of my own and speak with Lena, decide how we might best prepare for the final days. So it's farewell for now, but we'll see each other again, I'm certain of it. Hey, I like that. Okay, let's go. Alrighty, here we are. Ah, Mr. Laura, welcome back. The captain has told me all. Give the word and I will show you to the ocular. Let's go. A little voice actor would be nice, but, you know, whatever. Memories.
Biometric authentication complete. Please state your business.
I'm gonna talk to Elidibus. Or what?
Acknowledged. Reinitializing Circus Tower systems. Searching for Elidibus entity. Target located in subterranean core power accumulator. Projecting image.
My home. My friends. No more than a dream. You. Why have you awakened me? I no longer sense those places beyond, or Lord Zodiac. You must explain all. So, he is fallen, and my brethren's souls returned to the star. The doom we sacrificed so much to prevent is come again. Old burdens now yours to bear. But if this is Fandaniel's design, then I, as Elidibus, have a duty to fulfill. Your unsolicited act has restored to me some few memories of the convocation. Such knowledge as I have, I will share.
Thank you, I'm sorry. I don't know.
I do this not for you. I merely perform my duty, as I have ever done. Where to begin? Ah, the end. Your understanding of what caused the final days is consistent with our own. The decay first took root where the currents were weakest. Yes, a conclusion drawn by him, Fandaniel. Not the him of here and now, but as I knew him, long, long ago. Having shed light upon the phenomenon, he dedicated himself to devising a countermeasure. Were it not for his knowledge of the Celestial, we would never have made the connection, and thence forestalled the final days. And though he inherited that noble soul, how different this last incarnation, so consumed by self-loathing and hate. Elpis. Yes, the name is familiar to me. Yet I know it not as a flower, but a place.
Ooh.
A testing facility for determining which of our creations were fit to be released into the world. Many worked there, and before joining the convocation and assuming the title of Fandaniel, he was their chief. He was Hermes.
Okay, Fandaniel was Hermes.
That is all I know. The crystals tell little of the lives the 14 led prior to their induction. Elpis itself would tell even less. Nary a ruin has survived.
Oh.
Wait. I saw you there. In Elpis.
Let's go there.
No. I did not. But I did. I did. A lingering trace of impossibility. And a truth that fills my heart. My memories remain clouded, I fear. However, they have revealed to me one possible course.
Ooh.
You must travel to Elpis, to the time when Hermes served as its chief.
We're gonna time travel?
In glimpsing the Exarch's memories, not only did I make his summoning magic mine own, I also mastered the workings of this tower, which, having absorbed my empowered essence, now harbors an abundance of energy. As such, I believe I can deliver you unto the past, unto that place and that precise moment.
Oh my god, I love that. And I go by myself. I love that even more.
Given the eons that must be traversed, the gateway will not be fully formed. Your form will be less tangible still than those warriors of light I had summoned. In all likelihood, none will be able to see or hear you.
Aww.
Yet even should you manage to interact with others, you will be unable to effect meaningful change. For the reality you wish to save, the reality to which you must return, exists as a result of the final days. You cannot reshape the past to undo the tragedies of the present. Cannot unmake the sorrow and suffering fated to come. In full knowledge of this, will you still entrust your life to your foe and make the journey?
Yes. Sounds like fun.
Very well. I shall cast you unto the river of time. Let this be my final act.
Wait, but how do I get back though? I need to come back somehow.
You must input the commands. I no longer have the authority. First, you must reconfigure the systems, that the tower's ether may be channeled for the magic. The preparations are complete. The gateway will soon open. Return at once to the ocular.
Oh, I can just step through some gate. That's sick.
All appears to be in order. The ether flows unimpeded. The magic should consume every last mote of my essence. Why are you surprised? Did I not say that this will be my final act? Lord Zodiac is no more. There is nothing for me here.
I mean, it must be kind of annoying to just be stuck in a place, no?
The ones I love and long to see again are waiting. In that promised land. Beyond memory and dream. Now go, warrior of light. Go, and do not look back. Well, Heidelin, I take my leave of you. Yours is the mantle of the last of us. May you have the joy of it, the burden, and the solitude. It falls to you now. You and your champion to save our star.
So cool. Damn. Well, hello there. Can I attune to Ephorite still? Or I can't even sprint. Ephorite-like device. The rest is reminiscent of an Ephorite. Perhaps it's possible to attune with it. Please. Despite attempting to channel and focus your energies, you fail to attune with the device. You can only assume it operates differently. No. The man stands dutifully by the Ephorite-like device, a guide for this facility in all likelihood. You attempt to get the man's attention, but if he sees or hears you, he gives absolutely no indication. As Elidibus warned, it appears your form is intangible. This is the right place, yes? Propylaeon. Judging by the woman's words, this facility is called Propylaeon. Nice. You attempt to gently prod the woman to attract her attention, but feel nothing, and it seems neither does she. Sad. I have to go to those people? Oh, over there. The black-robed man. Don't they all have black robes? The remarkably large man wears a black robe and a half-mask, much like the phantoms you encountered in Mare Lamentorum and the recreated Amarot. It would seem you have made it to your destination. You gesticulate wildly and shout all manner of greetings and obscenities, but the man does not so much as glance in your general direction. That is sad. Oh. Can I leave though? I suspect this door leads outside, but how to open it? Can't I just walk through it? Like I'm a ghost or something, no? I should be able to just walk through walls.
And here we are, Elpis. Well, well, how rare to receive you in person. To what do we owe the honor? Oh, just a few odd tasks. We'll be here a while.
Why does that hair look familiar?
You're welcome to stay as long as you see fit, of course. As a matter of procedure, however, I must ask that you kindly remove your masks.
Come now. Is this truly necessary? Surely you can tell who we are.
Is that Emmet?
Who you are, perhaps, but I am far less infamous. Regardless, if we do not follow protocol, 'tis our hosts who would be held accountable. So, please, do favor us with your handsome face.
Damn.
Satisfied?
I thank you for your cooperation. You are free to go about your business. By the by, you see it too, yes?
Awkward.
I haven't the foggiest what you're talking about.
That's odd. It's right here. A bit thin in the ether, but there's no mistaking it. The color of its soul is almost identical to Azem's. Do you suppose she created it? Rather unusual for a familiar to have a soul, though.
Don't ask me. All I know is that it's trouble. Doubly so if it's her spitting image. So let's leave it be. Come now.
It's trying to say something, but it's literally too intangible to form words.
No, we struggle with speaking, to be honest.
Why don't you give it some ether? Spare a snifter of your bounteous reserves.
Who do you take me for?
Why, a dear friend, of course. One who wouldn't let acts of kindness, such as my accompanying him on errands to far-flung outposts, go unrewarded?
Wait, is the other one Hyphlodeus or something? I don't know anymore.
I suggest you close your eyes, or this may be unpleasant. You may open your eyes.
Yay, I'm not a ghost anymore. Whoa, I'm also tall. Or, I guess.
Oh, you even adjusted its size.
The better to indulge your whim. This way, it will be easier to communicate.
That won't stand out as much.
How very thoughtful of you. And may I applaud your artful reinforcement. Without further ado then. Greetings! I am
so good.
Hyphlodeus, Chief of the Bureau of the Architect. Sulking beside me is the most honorable emet-selch of the Convocation of 14. And how might we address you, my new friend? A fine name, and I'm pleased to see you understand our words. So, tell us, whence have you come? The thinness of your essence suggests you weren't created here.
From the future.
You do not know? Or cannot say? Allow me to ask a different question then. What brings you here?
I seek a man named Hermes. I want to learn about Elpis. Guess. Then we have an actual point to start with.
Well now, the same as us. Perhaps
Hey.
Azim wished to come too, but had to settle for a familiar.
If she truly wished to be here, then she would be.
Right you are. My apologies if we've given offense. The two of us can discern the color of souls, you see, and yours happens to resemble that of a friend. And with your purpose matching our own besides, we jumped to a hasty conclusion. We are here to speak with Hermes, the chief overseer of this facility, which we also intend to tour in order to gain greater insight into the man's work. We, I say, though this is emet-selch's charge. I am here only to serve as his guide. And I should be happy to serve as yours as well, by way of an apology for the misunderstanding.
Wait, are you suggesting that we bring it along on official business? This thing we know next to nothing about?
If you harbor suspicions, better to keep it close than leave it to its own devices. Wouldn't you agree? Besides, having a mysterious life form in tow is the norm rather than the exception here. Welcome, my friends, to the testing ground of creation at Heaven's Edge, Elpis.
Wow, that's so pretty. I want to stay here. The puppy. Oh, hi, Dylan.
This presence.
No, that's so cute. What the hell? Wait, what the fuck is that?
Hermes! Visitors! We have visitors!
Yes, this is Hermes. Okay, wait. Hermes is from Daniel, right? I hope I remembered that right.
What secrets are you hiding, I wonder?
This is hardly my first time here, but the scenery never fails to take my breath away. Why it feels as if you could reach out and touch the heavens. Now then, to begin our guided tour. Perhaps you already know these things, but for the sake of thoroughness, I shall start with the basics. Using concepts to give shape to ether, creation magics allow us to bring forth anything we desire, be it inanimate objects or living beings. Anyone may conceive of concepts, but they must all undergo an evaluation at the Bureau of the Architect. As part of that process, living beings and certain arcane entities may be sent here to Elpis for in-depth observation and study. A fascinating facility, isn't it? I dare say you will enjoy touring it with us. Yeah, I dare say too. That looks incredible. What the hell? I love it here. Alright, but we're gonna continue in the next episode. Thanks so much for watching. Please leave a like if you like what you see, and obviously subscribe if you would like to see more. I try to upload every single day. So yeah, thanks again for watching, and bye bye.